Welcome to the Actually I Can Female Entrepreneur podcast. I am your host, Kayleigh Greenacre, a business strategist, coach, TEDx speaker, author, and your go-to woman for all things business strategy. I am obsessed with supporting female entrepreneurs to grow unstoppable six and multi-six-figure businesses that they love, giving them the freedom and life that they desire. During this podcast, I'll be sharing with you everything that you need to become a successful female entrepreneur, from the mindset shifts to sales and marketing strategies, and how to become an iconic leader that people can't get enough of. It is my mission to help you stand out, attract your dream clients and customers, and sell out of your offers with ease whilst building the business and life of your dreams. Let's make this your reality, ladies. Hello, ladies, and welcome to another episode of Actually I Can, the Female Entrepreneur podcast. I'm your host, Kayleigh Greenacre, and today we are going to be diving into how to become an iconic leader in the online space. So what exactly does it mean to become an iconic leader? Well, it's about more than just having a strong social media presence or a flashy website. It's actually about embodying certain qualities and principles that set you apart as a leader in your industry. Now, becoming an iconic leader can help you grow a successful business. When you establish yourself as a thought leader in the industry, you'll naturally attract more attention and interest from potential clients and customers. And people want to do business with leaders that they admire and they trust. So by positioning yourself as an iconic leader, you'll have a competitive advantage in the online space and within your industry. And additionally, being an iconic leader can actually help you build a loyal community around your brand. When people feel inspired and motivated by your leadership, they're much more likely to engage with your content, to share your message, and actually to become loyal advocates for your brand. So this sense of community can be incredibly powerful in driving long-term growth and success in your business. So let's dive into how to become an iconic leader. Now, one of the first steps to becoming an iconic leader is to define your personal brand. So what makes you unique? What are your core values, your passions, and your areas of expertise? By clearly defining your brand identity, you'll be able to attract the right audience and differentiate yourself from the other people within your industry. So when I was building my business and creating my personal brand, I was very clear on how I wanted to represent myself and who I wanted to help. However, when I started to create content, I focused on what I saw everyone else doing in my industry because I thought, well, it works for them, so it's going to work for me. But I soon realized that I blended in. I was actually creating, in a sense, vanilla content or content that everyone else was creating in my industry. So therefore, it wasn't really having the impact or the conversion that I really wanted it to. And the issue with this is that I saw my dream clients actually going elsewhere. And that obviously made me feel very deflated. So when I experienced a kind of a realization really that what I was posting wasn't actually aligned with my core values because I was posting what everyone else was posting, it then became apparent to me that this was a massive problem. So I decided to change how I showed up, what content I created, and to share more with my audience of who I really was. And I started to share my opinions, my values, my beliefs. And I created a bespoke strategy that actually aligned with my values, which allowed me to, share with my community who I really was and how I could support them in building, growing their own dream businesses. And as I did this, my business began to then grow very rapidly. I started to attract more of my ideal clients that were saying, yes, I'm in, or send me the link. And by focusing on delivering value, sharing my unique story, and showing up as a leader, I was able to actually activate my audience, and more people started to reach out and want to work with me. So defining your personal brand and your core values is so important before you even start posting anything. Don't fall into the trap of copying what other successful people are doing in the online space because it won't necessarily work for you. So really, really focus, first of all, on clarifying exactly what your personal brand is and what your core values are. So after you've done that, it's important to then lead by example. Now, as an entrepreneur, You are the face of your business and your actions speak volumes. So if you show up consistently, deliver value to your audience, and demonstrate integrity and authenticity in everything you do, when you lead by example, you inspire trust and confidence in your brands, and people are much more likely to buy from you. So, how can you lead through example or by example? There's a couple of things that I would probably recommend focusing on. First of all, demonstrate your work ethic. Maintain a strong work ethic by consistently showing up and putting in the necessary effort to grow your business. Lead by example in your commitment to hard work and staying committed. The second thing I would probably do to focus on leading by example is actually embrace continuous learning. As entrepreneurs, it's always essential to stay updated on industry trends, on best practices and new technologies. So lead by example in your commitment to continuously learning and your personal development, which to me is absolute key. The third thing is probably adaptability. So demonstrating adaptability and resilience in the face of challenges and setbacks, show others how you remain flexible and agile in response to changing circumstances. And I think actually taking people on your journey, allowing your audience to see the challenges that you do face is an incredible way of leading, of showing people and leading by example. Communication is always important, especially in the online space, communicating effectively. So if you practice clear and transparent communication in all your interactions with people, whether it's your clients, whether it's with collaborators, people in the industry, or whether it's your general community, if you lead by example in your ability to convey information, to express your ideas and listen actively, then again, you're leading by example and you're supporting your audience to really truly see that you are a go-to leader. Maintain that integrity, uphold high ethical standards and demonstrate integrity in your business, and lead by example in your honesty, in your transparency, and ethical conduct. I always make sure that especially with my clients in my programs, but also my community, I always try to be really open, transparent, and honest and share with people my journey and my experiences. And I think that's really, really important. And then finally, the sixth point in terms of how you can lead by example is celebrate successes. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they are. And I think if you lead by example in your positivity, your optimism, and ability to recognize and appreciate progress, that is incredible, because then your audience will see that it's all about celebrating every little step, because every single step, as we know, will lead to bigger things, will lead to that overall success in the future. So that's how you can lead by example. I think that's the second thing to focus on, your personal brand and identity, and then leading by example. Now, another aspect of becoming an iconic leader is the focus on building genuine connections with your audience. Don't just see them as customers or clients, see them, or potential customers or clients, see them as real people with real needs and real aspirations, with real dreams that they want to fulfill. Engage with them and actually listen to their feedback and show them that you truly care about their success or the problem they have and the transformation that you're able to offer. Now, this has always been a massive part or a massive focus in my business, and something that I really support my clients with daily, building a solid community. If you're able to open up to your community, if you're able to ask them questions, listen to the answers that they're telling you, because that is market research in a nutshell. And they are probably identifying things that they really need support with, that then you can adapt through your models, your offers, your programs, your products, etc., in order to support them with moving forward. So that is a really important thing, to build genuine connections and have conversations with people. I am forever in my DMs with people in my community that aren't even paying for my offers, but they love having a chat. They will reach out. I will reach out. It's always about that engagement and really having those connections with people, because again, if you're able to do that, people can see that you're not just a leader that shows up and expects everyone to come and follow you. That's not realistic. Let's build those genuine connections and allow people to connect with us, and vice versa. And then finally, I think the final element that I would say is really important in terms of how to become an iconic leader is don't be afraid to take risks. Now, the online space is consistently evolving, and as a leader, it's important to stay ahead of the curve, as we say. So be willing to try new things, experiment with different strategies, and adapt to changing trends. And I think by staying innovative and forward thinking, you'll position yourself as that true leader, as an iconic leader in your industry, especially if you take your audience on the journey and share with them your lessons, your experiences, and your strategies. And that's similar to what I said earlier. So I think it's, don't be afraid to take risks. Try new things, try new strategies, try different things, and then share those with your audience. Share with them what works really well and, how they can get the most incredible results for themselves as well. And again, this will depend on your business, whether you're a product-based business or a service provider or a coach, but really think of it from that aspect and don't be afraid to take those risks, because as leaders, we need to keep up with the trends and the latest curves and the latest changes, but we also need to be willing to try new things, because what might have worked for us a year ago might not be working today. So it's always really important to be able to do this. So becoming an iconic leader in the online space is not only about personal branding or visibility, it's about embodying certain qualities and principles that set you apart as a visionary leader in the industry. By leading by example, building genuine connections, staying innovative, and inspiring others, you can position yourself as a true iconic leader and grow a successful business that makes positive impact. Now, if you would like to become an iconic leader in your industry and create the success, the freedom, and the wealth that you desire, then come and join Iconic, my brand new mastermind today, where I support you in doing exactly that. Now, if you want to find out more details, then drop me a DM on socials and we can have a little chat about if this is the right fit for you. Now, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. I really hope that this has been valuable to you and how you can become an iconic leader within your industry. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, and I will see you again next time. Thank you for tuning in to the Actually I Can Female Entrepreneur Podcast with me, your host, Kayleigh Greenacre. If you are ready to build, grow, and scale your dream six-figure or multi-six-figure business, then head to our website now for more information or connect with me on socials to see how you can create your dream business and dream life.